Hey, it's Wednesday. This is the way, and this is Mandalorian Day. What's up, everybody? Renee Loki Geek here, and we are gearing up and getting ready for watching episode 3 of The Mandalorian. We are in season 3, and we had two really interesting episodes to start off the season with. I wouldn't say that the episodes have been really huge and impactful and mind-blowing or anything like that, but it's definitely been a lot of great setup and a lot of great beginnings and start of what is to expect within this season. So I'm really looking forward to how they're going to progress the story in this next episode. As usual, before we dive into this episode and I watch it, let's talk about real quick and recap what happened last week. So last week we finally got to see Mandalore, a live action version of Mandalore, which is our very first time seeing this in live action. Of course, we've seen this already in the Clone Wars. I believe we saw a little bit of it in Rebels. I can't remember for sure, but it's the first time we got to see it in live action form, and the place is really abandoned and barren, and it looks like a complete mess. But this is where Din has to go to with Grogu, because he has to basically bathe in the water of whatever the case is to get himself back to becoming a Mandalorian and all that. And he's there with his little buddy R5, who, for lack of a better word, is just there to kind of be like a MacGuffin in a way, just to start things off. But they encounter these people, kind of look like people from like Land of the Lost, some creatures who attack the poor droid. And then Mando goes in there and he gets himself captured by these underground creatures. The interesting thing about this episode was that it felt very horror-like, very kind of spooky and scary in certain ways, especially with that creature that captured Din. It looked very creepy with the one eye, but it's really like a head or something, but can like adapt itself to robotics and machinery and all that stuff like that. It was very creepy, and it had a very creepy vibe to majority of the episode there. But yeah, Mando got himself captured, and Grogu had to, toughen up and grow up and go out, get help. He was able to navigate his way back to Bo-Katan, and Bo-Katan, of course, she's just brooding and just being all miserable in her little castle. And she finally, gets up, and if she sees Grogu have to come back by himself, that means something's definitely wrong. So she goes and follows Grogu back to Mandalore, which is like her first time back. And the one thing that they automatically and quickly realize is that Mandalorian is not in that bad of a shape. The atmosphere you could breathe in, and it's not toxic, so of course she knew that, but others didn't so much, especially the armor and all that. So it's habitable in a way. They just need people to go there and kind of resurrect it, right? Take it back. So as we're seeing, it through the eyes of Bo-Katan, you could see how reminiscent she was, how gleeful she was to kind of be back in her home planet, where she played a very important role in the government and in the ruling of the planet and all that. And you could kind of see that as she's speaking to Grogu and speaking to Mando, as she's like very proud of where she come from. And of course, when she finally saves Din, and they are going through the mines together, Din is very appreciative because this is his first time being there. I believe, if memory serves me correctly, he grew up in one of the outer moons of Mandalore, so he's never been on Mandalore. Let me know in the comments if I'm right with that or not. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to hear the history and the lore of Mandalore through the eyes and the voice of Bo-Katan. But they finally find the waters. He goes in, and he is dopey and clumsy and falls into the water, so she has to quickly react and save him. And in doing so, they come across this really amazingly huge creature, and lo and behold, that creature was the mythical mythosaur. Now, this is the first time we actually saw the mythosaur live on, on camera and in live action. This is the same creature that you could see the representation on Boba Fett's armor. And any, symbol that Boba Fett was, being represented by always had this, the skull of this type of creature, and that is the mythosaur. They're, from what I've learned, that there are ancient creatures native to Mandalore, and the Mandalorians back in the day used to tame and ride these creatures and all that stuff like that. So they play a very heavy part in the lore of Mandalore and the Mandalorians. I believe even played an important role in the Old Republic, if you're going all the way back during those times. So it was amazing to finally see these creatures represented in any form, really. So what role is this creature going to play in this season? It's yet to be seen, but I kind of felt like maybe Bo-Katan knew that this creature may be around and lurking about. Just gut feeling I had when she was like kind of reacting to Mando diving into the waters and all that stuff like that. And it's obvious that she saw it as they were coming back up, got a glimpse of the eye, and the eye looked back. That's why when they shot out of the water, she was, heavy breathing and just staring back at the water, and everything cut to black from there. Also, how awesome was it to see her wield the Darksaber once again? I mean, the difference of how she can handle it compared to Mando, who just doesn't know how to deal with it yet. It's very much night and day, and it was just so awesome on how Katie Sackhoff just looked like she was just kicking ass as Bo-Katan in that episode. So I really can't wait to see more of her now. All right, but I've rambled on long enough. Let's just finally dive into this episode. But before we do, again, if you haven't done so yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you could hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time a brand new episode is uploaded. It'll greatly help support and grow the channel, and it kind of helps recommend this type of content to others who may enjoy it just as much as you do, hopefully. And you can get recommended of other content very similar to mine as well. And if you're in a position to further help the channel grow and help support the channel, definitely check out some of the affiliates that we have listed in the description, especially that of 80s Tees. What is 80s Tees? Well, why don't you check this out and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. One of the reasons I love 80s Tees is that not only do they have some great retro shirts from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and all that stuff, but they also have shirts from today's pop culture hits. And the biggest names in pop culture today, like The Mandalorian. I mean, look at all of these awesome Mandalorian t-shirts. You got Grogu, you got Mando himself, you got all the kind of characters here. And everything is very cute. But the best thing is that everything is really high quality and top notch. I've known these guys for a good amount of time now, and they are always my go-tos anytime I want a new shirt, especially like a pop culture like shirt. So if you want something for yourself and helping support the channel along the way, definitely check out 80s Tees, special link in the description of this video. And I may have a nice code for you that you can use that may give you a sweet little discount there. So definitely check out the link in the description and check out 80s Tees. Again, get something nice for yourself or for a loved one, and you can help support the channel with no additional cost. So 80s Tees, get yourself something awesome and find yourself your perfect retro fit. But yeah, hopefully you could find something very cool to get yourself or a loved one. And by doing so, you're going to be helping support this channel grow with no additional cost to you. So again, thank you again so much for all of your support. All right, enough jibba jabba. Episode 3, Mandalorian, let's go. It's kind of funny what they're doing now. If you look at the menu there on in Disney Plus, you see how it says enjoy special access to select merchandise. They added a shop tab to this stuff. Now, of course, you have to scan the barcode, the QR code. But I believe if you're watching this on a laptop or on your phone, it links specific merchandise directly in this section that you can buy from Shop Disney, which is, hey, Disney, if there's one thing that they know how to do, well, they definitely know how to merchandise and sell their goods. And, you know, just like at their theme parks, you know, when you're enjoying their rides and all that, the last thing you go through is the gift shop. So exit through the gift shop, all that good stuff. Merchandise. They got it on point. I love how they do like the previously on stuff, because you kind of get a glimpse and get a sense of what's to expect in this upcoming episode. So it looks like we're going to be seeing some characters that we haven't seen for a while. Oh, look, we're back here where we left off. Oh, she's keeping her eye on the waters very closely. Am I a Mandalorian again?
I witnessed it. You bathed in the living waters. You are Mandalorian again.
Boom. Yay. Let's party. I'm thirsty. Is that like a little souvenir?
What is it?
Did you kill the fireflies? Ooh, wrong episode. Wrong series.
Did you see anything alive?
Alive? Like what?
Oh, you know, mythical creature. No big whoop. It's surprising that the creature hasn't decided to kind of come out yet. We're like, I saw you guys. I was sleeping and you woke me up. Now I'm hungry.
In for a feast, but I'm guessing that helmet isn't coming off again.
This is the way.
This is the way.
It's just the way. I think he just tried to say it.
Took a hit.
Something's coming up on us fast. It looks like a squadron of TIE interceptors.
TIE interceptors? Uh-oh.
I need you to back them off.
So, ooh, Gunner, I love this. Stay on target. I can't shake him.
I've scrubbed off a lot of Imperial warlords.
You tend to get mad when you hijack their ships.
Now you tell me.
Womp womp. Ooh, look at this.
Get ready, we're coming in hot. I won't be able to slow down for the drop.
It's all right. He could just fly out, right? There you go.
Interceptors are a lot tougher than TIE fighters.
Are you still up for the transfer?
I don't see any other choice.
Oh, that's dope. Grogu's like, I'm ready. Let's go. Whee! Oh, damn. That was a close call. Where's Grogu? Oof. That was kind of a rough landing. Woo! See? If he still had that Razor Crest, there's no way he would have gotten off that fast. Oh, snap. Gotcha, sucker. Boom. Now, this is pod racing. R5. It's like Beggar's Canyon back home. Ooh, nice. There he is.
Thanks for the backup.
2 more to go.
We be fast and they be slow. Oh man, this oh nice. This is fun. This is pure classic Star Wars right here. Oh snap! Wow! Oh, that's dope.
Let's take him in just to be sure. Nice shooting.
I think I love you.
I'm seeing something on the scope.
Uh-oh. Who that? Oh no! Not her castle. Wow. Where is she gonna brood now?
Those mudscuffers bombed my home.
Oh, yeah. Get him. Yeah. You may want to turn around.
There's too many of them. We've got to get out of here.
Oh, come on. Damn. Woo. Bye. Oh, what an open. Woo. The convert. Oh, snap. Coruscant. Are we going to see Mon Mothma? Who that?
The program saved my life. There are many of us who had no choice in working for the Empire.
Oh, is this the doctor?
Has given us a second chance.
Yeah, it's a doctor. Who tried to kidnap Grogu before.
Something cruel and inhumane at the behest of a desperate individual.
Who's that? Oh, wait. Yeah, she was at the end of season 2. By the way, same actress who was recently in Ant-Man Quantumania. In case you didn't know that, enjoy that nice little fact. Uh-oh. What's happening?
Thanks to the groundbreaking work of the Kaminoans, we know that cloning can duplicate an individual.
So we're back to cloning again, huh?
What my work explored was the hopes of combining multiple strands to create replicas that incorporated the best genetic attributes of both.
Yeah, we've done this already. That's what led to the Clone Wars, right?
And we're lucky to have you, Dr. Pershing.
How are you finding the city? Comfortable, I hope.
You know, I was almost drafted. Imagine me serving.
Oh, darling, that was the Empire.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, whatever.
Keep my mouth shut.
We try
And count my money.
inspiration. I'm so glad you're working for us now.
Thank you.
Wow, what a change. From working with the Empire to whatever it is that he finds himself in now.
I see you're going to Amnesty Housing. Congratulations on making it into the program.
Oh, Amnesty. Yeah, so he's completely out.
No.
Well, I think you will find it a very lovely city. You must be sure to visit the Sky Dome Botanical Gardens.
Keep your eye on the road.
Have a good evening.
It's like those cab drivers that always feel the need to have to talk to you when sometimes maybe you just want to have a quiet ride home.
Join us for a drink.
Friends? You will be my friends?
Is G27, M40, G68.
Oh, no way. Wow, she got out too?
All right.
Or is she a spy?
I didn't know you worked for him.
I heard they hooked him up to a mind flayer.
Ooh, a mind flare.
Just like you.
Just like all of us.
Is she telling the truth? I kind of like that jar system. Someone should invent that. That looks kind of cool. To the New Republic.
Expected.
Yeah, surprised me at first, too. It's not how the Empire would have handled it.
You would have all been dead.
Have you taken in the sights on Coruscant, Doctor?
No, I haven't had the time.
Want to go with me? Yeah, let's go on a date. And then I can kill you.
I do miss the lights of hyperspace.
What do you miss, L-52?
Grogu.
Of course, good riddance. I mean, more like the everyday stuff, like the food. Nothing?
Food was pretty baller, if I should say so myself.
Maybe those yellow travel biscuits from the ration guys.
All right, well.
If I want something dry, I'll just listen to your joke.
Oh, hey, waka waka. These are my friends. Uh-oh. Booty call. Oh, that's not good. Oh, bait and switch tactic. Surprise, sucker. That box looks very imperial. Oh, it's those biscuits. The hell? It's like a sign of goodwill or something. Wow, we're paying a lot of we're spending a lot of time with this guy, huh?
I had no idea you're so experienced. Wonder why they have you down here.
I'm happy to do whatever's asked of me.
Gotta start somewhere. It reminds me of that that guy in Andor who kind of has to start from ground zero again. Of course, not similar situation. Far from it, but
You're melting.
they're like at the World's Fair. What's going on here? Oh, he's a devil.
Trillion permanent residents.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my nightmare.
I don't know about that. Makes me feel special, knowing everything I had to overcome to get back here.
What do you think they're eating?
I trained here at the academy. Not much has changed.
I don't know if I would trust anything that lights up like that.
I don't think it's something the New Republic would be interested in. The ethics of cloning are complicated.
Well, from history and experience, cloning is probably to be frowned on.
What is that?
It's a rock.
That is the peak of Umate, highest mountain on Coruscant.
Is that so? Peak of Ume.
You want to touch it?
Are we allowed to?
Allowed? Live a little, Doc. It's not the Empire.
And now you're arrested. Going to jail.
You knew that was going to happen, didn't you?
And you littered too. What the hell's wrong with you?
Let me buy you a photon fizzle.
A photon fizzle. Get me one of those the next time I'm at Galaxy's Edge.
Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards your coworkers?
No.
Anger or resentment towards the New Republic government or its representative?
As a matter of fact, yeah.
If I were to pursue my own research recreationally, would that be allowed?
That class of research is expressly prohibited by the Coruscant Accords.
I see where they're going with this. There's going to be a conflict.
Part of the amnesty program.
And he can't get it out of his head. So he's going to break the rules, break the law, try to continue that stuff. Maybe if he sees Grogu again, it's going to, bring back some of his passions and try to continue with that stuff. And he's going to become a bad guy again.
My research.
Sounds like you want to continue it.
Silly idea, I know it is, but I really believe that.
You want to help the New Republic. They just can't see it yet.
What's the common thing people say? Instead of stopping to think, instead of, what is it? Doing something instead of stopping and thinking if it's something you should really do, right? It's what freaking Jeff Goldblum said in Jurassic Park.
But if your research really is as important as you say, I'll take that risk.
And this becomes a new clone army that will be unstoppable.
I'll just sleep on it, okay?
In fact, you need some help sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Stop it.
Equipment I'm archiving, it's all coded to be destroyed. Yes, but they can still be put to good use.
Not only do we have the Imperial disposal yards to inventory, but we're still decommissioning the Alliance fleet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm sorry, L52. I know it's not easy, but I assure you, this is truly helping the New Republic.
It's kind of interesting how they're not part of the Empire anymore, but yet they still refer to each other by code names and numbers and whatever, tags. Why can't, what happened to Phil, Susan, John? No one has a name.
No.
Have you experienced any feelings of anger or resentment towards the New Republic government or its representatives?
Yes.
Apologies if you didn't hear me. Have you experienced any feelings
Oh, he's like, because he got blasted by the ear last time we saw him.
continuing to be an important part of the amnesty program? Have a nice day.
He's going to be a disruptor. You can feel it. He can't help himself.
The mobile lab station? Let's go get it.
Good. Tomorrow night?
Why do I feel like she's baiting him to do stuff that he shouldn't be doing? I don't know. In Star Wars terms, I've got a bad feeling about this.
You're helping the New Republic. It's the right thing to do.
Relax. Just follow my lead.
The heck? Ladies and gentlemen, Daft Punk.
It's gonna be fine. Remember why we're doing this.
For the greater good. The greater good.
Keep it together, Doc.
Yeah, stop looking so suspicious. Okay. What kind of crappy security they have there. Look at this guy. Ooh. It sounds like the subway here in New York. Bing bong. Wow, this city is beautiful.
Imperial ships all have mobile lab stations, right?
They do, but they're Imperial.
Oh, not anymore. Now they're just junk.
Our junk. Once an Imperial, always an Imperial. Empire for life. Where do you think you got your biscuits from?
Where do you think I got them?
Ha ha. I want biscuits. So they're pretty much going to the equivalent of Staten Island for us New Yorkers, right? A little jab there. Uh-oh. Bye. Remember me when you get those biscuits. I see you.
Tom's days. Am I right?
We'll work on that.
Oh, look at him. Well, since he could do that, can he just keep the doors locked? Oops, end of the line.
We're gonna jump.
Seriously?
Trust me.
Oh boy. Oh, they're slowing down though, from what it looks like. Ah! Good job, guys. You're barely out of the Empire and you're already breaking rules and laws. Good job. Oh, wow. They got a Star Destroyer. Oh, man. They can get a lot of biscuits from there.
Never done anything like this before.
First time for everything. Wow, we're really spending a lot of time with these guys. There's got to be some sort of payoff, right? At the end or later on in the season. There's a lot of time. I'm going to be very curious to see who's directed this episode.
Sure we're alone?
I think we're alone now. What are you guys doing here? You're not authorized. Pew, 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 pew. Look, I brought my own light. Whoa, what the hell is that? Oh wow, those little bugs are everywhere. Freaking creepy.
Elia Kane.
Elia King.
Dr. Penn Pershing, scientist.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Pershing.
Can we make out now?
Is everything you need here?
This is perfect.
Everything and more. I'm in heaven.
What about you? What did you want to be when you grew up?
I didn't really have a chance to think about it.
Killer. Hence why you're here. Dun dun dun. It's a little Star Wars heist.
How do we get back?
I forgot. Uh-oh. But how are they going to get out of there? Like where's the nearest station? Oh! That's right, the jig is up. Wait a minute.
Raise your hands, L-52.
So it was a double cross, but who is she working for?
I wasn't trying.
No need. Amnesty Officer G68 has has already submitted a report.
Wait, this is a mind flayer.
Oh my God.
Similar device, but we found at low voltages it can be used to help soothe select traumatic memories.
Wow.
Pleasant colors, hear a light buzzing, and experience a great sense of relief in no time at all.
That's messed up.
Please just let me explain. I was just trying to help.
This will only take a moment.
But what was her part in all this? Like, what is her end goal?
It was a trap.
Admiral, we have enemy ships in Sector 47. It's a trap.
So well. You've done the right thing.
Thanks.
Is she doing that just to get in the good favors?
You are a real credit to this program. It's nice to know that for every failure, there's a success like you.
Oh, she's such a backstabber.
This should offer him some relief.
Oh, man.
He relapsed, but he's a friend. I still care about him.
Oh, wow. She's kind of evil. It's like she likes to see the suffering. Oh, no way. Oh, dirty. Wow. Oh, that's it. He's toast. He's done. Yeah, he's a vegetable, I think. She's still Empire. Interesting.
I'm bringing you to a Mandalorian covert. This is how we have survived in exile.
Oh, she's going back to the armorer?
And you are my guest.
They still live by the old ways.
Yes.
Yeah, that means you can't take your helmet off. I like this big guy.
Come no further. You are an apostate, Din Djarin. No.
Not anymore.
I have been to the mines of Mandalore. Impossible. The mines were collapsed in the purge. The planet is cursed.
He speaks the truth. I was witness.
And who are you, Night Owl?
Night Owl. Here's proof. Smart.
We shall see.
This is the way. This guy, he's like, I like him, but he's always like that naysayer, you know? He's like those people on the internet. I don't believe you. You're talking about bullshit. I'll poke holes in everything you say, Mr. Know-it-all.
Djarin claims to have bathed in the living waters.
Is this true?
Can't you smell me? I smell fresh and clean. I mean, technically, they both bathed, right?
I was witness. He fell into the depths and I pulled him out.
And I saw the mythosaur. Ooh, look at that.
Din Djarin, you are redeemed. This is the way.
This is the way.
Bo-Katan Kryze. By creed, you too are redeemed.
There you go.
But I do not walk the way.
I don't believe in your crazy stuff.
And have you removed your helmet since? No. Then you may join our covert and live as your ancestors once did. You are one of us.
Ooh.
Welcome, Bo-Katan of Clan Kryze. This is the way.
This is the way.
I don't think she likes that one bit. I mean, at least she's not alone anymore, right? But something tells me she's not going to be too happy with this. Especially since she doesn't like their customs. Ah, it's too bad you can't really see her face. Lee Isaac Chung, director of this episode. Very interesting. Okay, look, there's some good and there's some bad in this episode. I feel like, again, we're definitely getting a lot of setup, definitely a whole bunch of character building and kind of just setting scenarios and situations. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I won't be surprised if there are people who are going to complain about this episode. Maybe they're going to call it filler. Started off strong, but then definitely slowed down quite a bit during the episode. All right. So that was chapter 19 of The Mandalorian. 58 minutes. And I'll be quite honest with you, it felt long. This is one of the few rare times that I felt an episode of The Mandalorian dragged a little bit. I think they spent a lot of time with the scientist and the ex-Imperial officer there. Obviously, they both worked under the rule of Moff Gideon. But I understand a little later on why they did that, But before I get into my further thoughts of the episode, this episode was directed by Lee Isaac Chung. And the reason why that name rung a bell when I saw it is, this is the guy who directed Minari movie from 2020. I can see it now. And this is a really good director. Hasn't done that much. He was nominated, I remember. He was nominated for Best Director, Original Screenplay at the 93rd Academy Awards, like 2 years ago. Very good movie that year. Definitely was one of my favorites at that time. But I really liked his directing. And now that I know he directed this movie, Minari was definitely a slow burn type of movie. There was a lot of character development, a lot of storytelling, and that's basically what this episode was. It started off really, really strong, where you pick up from the events of the last episode with Bo-Katan and Mando with Din. And I loved how it was like nonstop action once they were trying to leave Mandalore. They got a little scuffle with the Empire there, and really amazing dogfighting scenes, which was really, really cool. And then it was a complete shift after that. We go to Coruscant, and basically the remainder of the episode, we are following the scientist from the previous seasons who, was responsible for capturing Grogu and running experiments on Grogu and wanting to kind of clone the DNA and all that kind of stuff like that. Apparently he's in this reforming program, and he's trying to transfer over into the New Republic, and but he's still got these tendencies to still want to be a scientist and do these things that's not allowed, because obviously with good reason, cloning is frowned upon, because obviously look what happened during the Clone Wars and all that stuff like that. So I loved how that kind of ties into that lore, into the prequels and stuff like that, and then bumps into another person who served under Moff Gideon. Again, it was really nice to see this actress come back. I forget her name right now, but like I mentioned, she is also in Ant-Man Quantumania. But there was something about her that I felt was off, and we finally do get to see it as she kind of encourages him to not give up on his passion, even though it's kind of illegal. And it looks like she's just working in good favors for the New Republic. Got him into trouble and messed up what she did to him in the kind of the mind wiping station, and just cranked that up to 11, it looked like. And that dude is not gonna come out good from the thing. I think his mind is gonna totally turn into mush, and he's going to be a vegetable pretty much. But you could see she was having pleasure in seeing this happen. Chomping away at the Imperial ration cookie there. So it looks like she herself is not fully being reformed as of yet. It's like she's definitely carrying on some of those Imperial tendencies. I wouldn't be surprised if she's doing that under orders of Moff Gideon, who we haven't seen yet. And we through this episode and one other episode, we heard that he's somewhere, I think, also getting reformed in a way, but we don't know if that's true or not, right? So I have a feeling that there's still a tie and connection there. It was a long way to get to that point, to kind of hint at the audience and kind of wink at the audience saying like, no, she's not good. She's up to no good. And she may be doing this in conjunction with what is to come later on from Moff Gideon or whatever the case is. So it took a long time to get to that point, but we got it. And then the episode ends with, Mando taking Bo-Katan back to the hideout of his clan and proving to them that he has been reformed and he's now a Mandalorian again. And she is too, because they both went into the waters. But since she's alone, she is now part of their creed. And, she was saying a lot of stuff about them on the way there, like, you could tell she doesn't really buy into the whole belief system that they have about the no helmet situation and all that. Plus, she's also used to ruling her own people. So now that she's kind of have to follow someone else in another clan that's not hers, I have a strong feeling that she's really not so psyched and happy about that. It's too bad we couldn't see her reaction and face under that helmet. But I could only assume that she is looking kind of like, oh no, this is not what I want. And probably trying to figure out a way on how to get out of it. They did say that she can leave anytime she wants, but while she's there, yeah, she's part of a family now, but she's going to have to follow and abide by their rules. And I know for a fact that she doesn't like that. She kind of likes her own freedom and stuff. So very interesting to see what's going to happen from here on out. I did like we didn't get a lot of grogu in this, but what we got was very cute and interesting, especially when it looks like he's trying to speak for the first time. We saw that like this is the way, between Mando and Bo, and it sounded like he was trying to say it too. So Grogu is slowly developing and growing. So I thought it was really kind of cool to see that. But yeah, I won't be surprised if a lot of people are going to dislike this episode, or as they often do on the internet, they're going to say that this is filler. This was a filler episode and all that stuff. I won't necessarily 100% disagree with them, but there was a reason behind what was done and portrayed in this episode. But like I said, it took a while to get there, but point was made. We kind of know there's a hidden threat, perhaps, somewhere there on Coruscant. And that could later on threaten Din and Bo and Grogu there in the future episodes. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you all thought about this, episode. How did you feel towards the end? Did you feel like it kind of went on a little bit too long than it should have? Was there anything that you found quite memorable or interesting that happened throughout? Or was this an episode that you were just not fond of and you're just gonna end up writing it off as, okay, that was a episode, let's move on from here and see what happens next? Let me know all of that in the comments. But that's pretty much it for me today. Again, thank you so much for joining me on this watch along reaction to season 3 of The Mandalorian. If you haven't done so yet, don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, help support and grow this channel, help others find this channel, along with helping yourself find more content like this in recommendations and all that. Also, don't forget that if you are interested in audio versions of episodes like this, type in Low Key Geek on your podcast platform of choice, where you could find this and many other episodes to download and listen to. And lastly, one last reminder that if you are in a position to further help grow this channel and help support this channel further, don't forget to check out the affiliates in the description of this episode, especially 80s Tees. Perhaps you can get something really awesome for yourself or for a loved one, and by doing so, you'll be helping support and grow this channel at no additional cost to you. So again, thank you so much for all of your consideration and for all of your support. That's it for me right now. Until next time, stay cool, stay classy, stay safe. Catch you in the next one. All right, peace out, y'all.